on, light. What the fuck? I need some light. This light is always going out on me. Okay, finally. Okay, enough of that. What am I, already 42 seconds in? Hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe, back for another Storytime episode. Finally. Man, a lot has been going on around here. I finally got internet. The fucking corona is driving everybody insane and shit. And yeah, so it's really hot too. Summer is here, man. This is the end of May, beginning of June. I might actually fucking upload this in a timely fashion this time instead of months afterwards. Because I have internet now. Yay, I don't have to go to my family's place 100 miles away and use their internet. But anyways, okay, and I have my drink to be true to my Norma Joe-ness, and I'm 1 minute and 40 something seconds in. Okay, so, let me close this window a little bit. Okay. So, we have another story time today. Check it out. I don't know when this is from. I think it's probably from 6th or 7th grade, something like that. I want to say 5th grade, but then I'm like, just seems too early, you know what I mean? But look at this shit. Okay, the front cover. Okay, this, first of all, what I have to tell you is this. This story, I don't remember very much about it. I think the Baba Yaga's in it or something, but it's basically my attempt at like a buddy story, a buddy comedy or whatever. And it's a guy and a girl, and I don't know why, they seem like they're wearing like Jedi robes or something. But I think it's because it's just easy to draw. And yeah, and it says at the top, she's a wild card of a gambler without a game. I was always trying to do these fucking stupid ass taglines. It's like I was being like a one-man fake ass advertising agency or some shit. And I kept doing it up until, like, all the way through high school, too. Like, I have a bunch of fake-ass advertisements and fake-ass, like, movie posters and shit with, like, the worst fucking taglines on them, like, imaginable. But anyways, that's the chick. She's a more outgoing one, of course, because I still have my 90s feminism going on, where the girls are the more brash ones and the guys are sensitive. Maybe it'll come back someday in fashion. And this is the guy. He's levitating like a Pokeball, it looks like, which is interesting. And it says he's out of place in an out of place world, and he looks average. Okay. Let's get into this bullshit. Look at how many pages it is, but I assume it's gonna be an easy read because I was probably like 11 or 12. And the title is, what should I call this story? Do you see this bullshit right here? This is some sarcastic fucking shit right here. What a little shit I was. Okay. The guy's name is Lemon. This is who the story starts with. Lemon tilted his head up, trying to find the top of the stairs. There was no way it could be very tall. The building was only 3 stories. The stairs weren't tall, just steep, almost vertical. I've had nightmares like this. He had to practically crawl up the stairs, pushing his box in front of him. He put his box down on a creaky step. Silverfish left out of the moldy cracks. Ew. He dug his nails into the wood, trying desperately not to fall back down. Sweat dripped off his nose, and he panted to keep cool. It was not a cold day. The middle of July. We'll be there pretty soon. What a day to move. These kind of digs reminded him of roadkill. The kind that if you tried to scrape it off the road, some of it stayed behind. Ew, gross. Do you notice, by the way, that there's like a picture of like a Himalayan cat right here? I don't know where I got this fucking paper. Eventually, he reached the top of the stairs. He picked up his box in his thin arms and kicked the door. It swung open. All he had packed were his clothes, his blender, and a book he stole from the library in middle school. Snow Crash. Interesting choice of books. That's all he had, clothes and a blender and a book? What about, he doesn't have any fucking, like, bowls or cups to eat out of? He doesn't have any fucking, he doesn't have a toothbrush? He doesn't have, any cleaning supplies? This is the type of shit you think about when you're an adult. You don't think about this shit when you're a kid. The first thing he noticed was that there was a black couch in the room. It comes with a couch, that's cool. He put his box down and kicked it across the floor. Damn, it was hot. He closed all the windows. They had curtains and he pulled them down. Dark, quiet, and almost cool. This apartment apparently comes furnished. Well, I guess curtains is okay because my apartment came with Venetian blinds. But if it's like cloth curtains, that's extra. He's gotten a good deal. But this was before the financial collapse. So, maybe you could get more free shit with your apartment or whatever. Okay. 12:30, the hottest part of the day was upon him. I don't know if that's true, whatever. He was laying in the middle of the floor, all sprawled out like a dog. He had his shirt off and put it over his head. As Lemon lay there melting, he realized that the one mistake he had made was that he forgot to bring a fan. And the apartment didn't have air conditioning. He could always go to the store and get some ice, but it was too hot to go outside. Everyone in Sacramento, I'm sure, is relating to this right now. But I swear, everyone's complaining so much about the heat. I really don't think it's that big of a fucking deal. Yeah, it's hot, but whatever. I don't know. Anyway, creek, and then I wish you could see how this is written right here. It's like, can I show you this right here? This word, it's like all jiggly and stuff right here. Creek. It's like that's like next level onomatopoeia. He heard the plaster falling, but he didn't look up. Oh, it's a plaster. I thought it was like a door. Apparently it's a ceiling breaking. What a fucking ghetto-ass apartment. He heard the plaster falling, but he didn't look up. Probably just a crappy ceiling caving in. Caving in! He leapt up onto the couch just as the ceiling broke. There was a shower of plaster and clouds of dust. There was a girl. I hope his ceiling doesn't have asbestos hidden in it like mine does. "What are you doing here?" Lemon shouted. "Who are you?" She didn't answer. She got up and dusted herself off, looking around. Nice place. Just like mine upstairs, but without the hole in the floor. She jumped up and down a few times. She was about as tall as him, but her hair was long, and she had tied it up in two huge ponytails on the sides of her head. They looked like ears. "You got anything to eat?" He crossed his arms. This is like typical fucking 90s, like, humor right here. "I just moved in, and who are you anyway?" He leapt across the room, grabbed his hand. Oh, she leapt across the room, grabbed his hand, and shook him as roughly as possible. "I'm Cece Calladay. For long, of course, no one calls me that. Oh, but of course no one calls me that. Lemon, Half Moon." I think he's like a werewolf or something. "Half Moon, where are your folks from?" He resisted the urge to snap back. "I'm not telling you that, because that would sound immature." Instead, he changed the subject. "So have you lived here long?" "Nope, I moved here yesterday." It actually just says moved here yesterday. I put the I in there, but whatever. I don't like it. I don't like that fucking way of talking when people, like, make everything real snippety and short and, like, always cut off, like, pronouns and stuff. I don't know, it just sounds so fucking smart-ass, But also really 90s. She looked over at his unopened box. Man, to only have one box worth of stuff. What freedom. You moved here just today?" "Yeah." She paused for a second. "Well, it sure is a crappy day to choose to move." "Tell me about it." "A girl just fell through my ceiling," he thought to himself. All he said was, "yeah." So she smiled. It was creepy. Can I stay with you? I'll bring all my stuff down. Great. Woohoo! Will we ever have a blast? Man, making friends is sure easy in this world. No, he grabbed her arm. We are going to talk to the landlord and have them fix my ceiling, your floor, whatever it is. He kicked open the door, almost throwing them both down the stairs. Whoa, he thought for a moment. How are we gonna do this? He got down on his hands and knees, crawling down the stairs backwards. He put his foot down on the rotten step, and a huge spider crawled out. Of course, he didn't know it until it climbed up his leg. Ew. Ew, gross. Climbing things. Get off of me. Get off. He lost his grip and fell backwards down the stairs. When he looked up, he saw that CZ hadn't moved. My fucking wig is fucked up. God damn. How can I? This little piece in front, like, irritates the shit out of me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking do this. There. That shit fucking irritates the crap out of me, that stupid ass little piece. I hope that if I ever I'm unfortunate enough to go bald or anything like that, and I, like, get a wig to wear, like, every single day, I can get one that, like, doesn't fucking irritate the shit out of me. You know. But hopefully it doesn't happen anyway. Hopefully I never have to deal with that. But just in case. You know, just in case. Okay, what are you doing up there? Waiting for you to move. What? Move! He scrambled out of the way as she sized up the almost vertical drop. What a fucking psychedelic apartment. It's kind of the way, though, that it had back then. She took a few steps back, made a running leap, and jumped. Lemon started going down the last flight of stairs, crouched low with his head on one of the steps. This time she leapt clean over him. Lemon froze. Come on, we're gonna go see the landlord, right? How many fucking steps did she jump down? Was it like 20 feet or something? Yeah, but and that's when he lost his grip and fell down the stairs. Again. And again is like all caps. The landlord lived in some sort of one-room cabin thing about a quarter-mile from the apartment building. No one knew why. Lemon and CZ stood outside the white picket fence. American dream. There was something strange about the pickets. Lemon, are these what I think they are, or does the fence just look like it's made of bones? Oh, I guess their landlord is the Baba Yaga. That's fucking weird. I don't know. Come on, let's go in. He pushed the fence open. It creaked, but there were no hinges. What? All that kept the gate connected to the fence was a loose tie of wire. That's weird. Is it just me, or did it suddenly get really foggy? Lemon noticed this too. In fact, ever since the house came into view, the heat seemed to sort of melt away. A lot of rich people would pay top dollar for that. Now that they were inside the yard, it was foggy, and getting harder to see with every step they took forwards towards the cabin. Cautiously, he knocked on the door. Nothing. He knocked a little louder. He heard what might have been footsteps, but no one answered the door. Let me try, CZ called. No, don't. Hey, is anyone in there? That's all caps, too. She kicked the door. Fucking rude. Suddenly there was a menacing growl. The snarling head of a Doberman glared at them from the back of the cabin. CZ, back away slowly. That's the dude talking. They started to back away when a second head appeared on the same body. The dog had two heads. CZ, run! Why is he fucking telling her what to do? I don't know. She's not telling him what to do. Whatever. They bolted out of the gate without looking back. After they realized that they weren't being chased, they stopped and glanced back at the cabin. The gate was closed. They hadn't closed it, and the two-headed dog was nowhere to be seen. They walked okay, sorry. They walked the rest of the way back to the apartment. It was a very hot day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. They just gave up like that. They're not gonna make the landlady fucking fix their shit. So, Lemon, CZ chirped. I guess we're sort of roomies now, huh? Yeah, I guess we are. That's some Soviet living. Susie started to crawl through the hole. The ceiling was actually very low, and if Lemon or Susie were an inch taller, they would hit their heads standing up. Oh my god, what a shitty slum. They were both about 5'6". So the ceiling is only like 5'7" or 5'8". Well, that's a shitty place, man. But I guess they kind of have a duplex now or something. They can go up and down from her apartment to his apartment, and both of them live there. Some shit. I don't fucking know. What are you doing? I'm bringing my stuff down. She had about as much stuff as he did. Clothes, a microwave, and some big fluffy pillows. Oh yeah, neither one of them has furniture? What about that, huh? No bedding? Dude, if I don't have that much stuff. I'm trying to have even less stuff. But even so, my bedding alone would be like at least one trash bag. You know? Stuff you don't think about when you're a child, you know? To sit on, she explained. So they got no chairs. That's fine. Pillows are fine. She also had 3 decks of cards and a shoebox. This one is for poker. This one is for blackjack. And this one, she smiled again. It was creepy. Is for tricks. She has her cards all separated out. Great, my new roommate is a gambler. He thought. He didn't say anything. Hey, maybe she can bring us some money. On the edge of the room, there was a single light hanging from a string. This is cool. She switched it on and lit up the darkened apartment. She gave a shove so it swung back and forth eerily. Where were you on the night of April 16th? Tell me the truth. Lemon turned the light off. The last thing she brought down was a radio. In addition to the antenna, it had fake rabbit ears glued on. That's funny. She flipped on the radio with the volume on full blast. Oh, Jesus. Before Lemon could say anything, she grabbed him and dragged him into a dance. I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire. She got some retro style. Then she flipped on a different channel. It was one of those radio talk shows. So we're on the air at KVOC. Just call in at 555-8885. Oh, Lemon, Zizi cried. We just gotta call in. But I don't have a phone. Imagine not having a phone. So precious. There's one in the kitchen. Oh, it comes with the apartment. So precious. Lemon hadn't even been in the kitchen yet. Somewhere in the galaxy of Kavok, someone was hosting a radio show. This is what they heard. Female voice, slightly muffled. Lemon, I got in, I got through. Male voice in the background. Then talk. Female voice, into the phone. Hello? You there? Radio host. And host is spelled wrong. It's H-O-A-S-T. Hey, random caller, you're on KVOC. What are your views on GM foods? Female voice, they should add more fish oil. Then the line went dead. Oh, shit. Hey, Lemon, why did you hang up? Fish oil, have you lost your mind? CZ bounced into the living room onto the couch. I heard my voice on the radio, and. It was awesome. Sometime next week. Someone was knocking on the door. Lemon pulled himself off the couch and yanked it open. He rubbed his eyes sleepily. Why would anyone be here this early? Hi, said the guy at the door. His hair was black, his clothes were black, and his skin was almost white. Is this like another vampire like last time? On the front of his shirt was a big red hourglass! Oh my god. What the fuck? That's interesting. Maybe this is later than I thought. Maybe this is like 9th grade and it's like related to the other story. Lemon muttered before he could say anything that made sense. CZ left out of nowhere and gave the stranger a warm hug. Man, CZ is just like... I feel like if millennials today like met this character, we would like all be totally in love with her and then like crucify her or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like she's like giving everything that we want, like excitement, like unsolicited random fucking affection and and high energy and bullshit like that. But at the same time, I don't think people could live with it. You know, I don't fucking know. This is like giving me some serious like cartoon vibes right here. This is like Looney Tunes, fucking This is like Marco's Modern Life and all that shit, you know. Okay, gave a stranger a warm hug. Hey, Lavette, I'm so glad you could make it. I guess she knows this guy, actually. So he's not a stranger. I thought it was like fucking like cable guy or something. But, okay. No, or like repairman, something like that. No problem, he grinned. Were those fangs? Wait a minute, Lemon said. You two are friends? That's crazy, because I swear I thought this was... I swear I thought this was middle school. But, like, maybe this is like 8th grade. And the other story with the vampire with the red hourglass was like 9th grade. So it's like only 1 year apart, you know? I don't know. That's fucking crazy, though. I didn't know there was that kind of connection here. Anyway. No problem, he grinned. Were those fangs? Wait a minute, Lemon said. You two are friends? Yeah, I invited him over this morning while you were sleeping. Isn't this great? And these people don't have any jobs. So, you know, everything great. Lemon didn't say anything. So, what do you guys want to do? Let's move the furniture around, Lavette chirped. He seemed to have just as much energy as Susie. Aw, let's move the furniture around. Just simple pleasures, you guys. Simple fucking pleasures. Anyway. Great, now there's 2 of them, Lemon thought. Since the couch was the only piece of furniture in the apartment, they tried to move that, but it wouldn't budge. And the couch is the only piece of furniture? Aww. I wonder what's wrong with it, Susie pondered. They pulled off the sheet to reveal that it was fused to the wall. I guess that came with the apartment too. Fully furnished, man. Fully furnished. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's put on makeup. I brought some, Lavette chirped. He chirps a lot. He put on a layer of bright red lipstick, just like me, which emphasized the red hourglass. Susie put on a lot of blue mascara and matching sparkly nail polish. Lemon didn't want to wear anything. This is like that whole stereotype of like the straight man dude and then like the goofy ass woman. I feel like that's like a trope. Come on, Susie begged, but he said no. No means no. She pulled down all the window curtains and turned on the one dangly light. She shoved it so that it swung back and forth eerily. Lavette turned on the radio as they backed Lemon into the wall. Ah, no, stay back. But all the neighbors heard was, born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows. That's funny. I used that later on in another story. Sometime next week, Lemon and Susie sat at the very back of the bus. This place was usually reserved for gangs, but tonight, the bus was practically empty. That's not true, by the way. I lived in San Francisco for most of my life, and I didn't know there was ever any gangs in the back of the bus, okay? Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but the back of the bus is usually just fucking normal-ass people that got on the back door, people who didn't want to pay, and sometimes the homeless, but homeless sit everywhere. So it's not like, there's no segregation in the back of the bus. I don't know, I have not lived there for 2 years, but, I'm assuming it was it's more or less the way it was when I left. And there's no segregation in the back of the bus. It's just whoever sits there. A lot of young people who don't want to fucking be bothered and shit like that. And sometimes creepers, whatever. One time there was an undercover cop back there, pulled a gun out, but that's another story. Where is it? Man, am I tired, Lemon yawned. I can't believe I let you talk me into riding all the way to the end of the line and back on our late night transfers. Oh my god, these people have such simple, like, enjoyments. Like, it's just like, nowadays, we have internet, we have movies, we can go out and walk around, kind of, a little bit sometimes. We can, you know, if it wasn't Corona, we could even go to bars and do other stuff. But yeah, everyone's depressed. They're like, there's nothing to do. Look at these characters. These characters with such simple enjoyments in life, you know? Simple pleasures. Move the furniture around. Put on makeup. And fucking get an all-night transfer. And ride the bus around. Nowhere to go. Just fucking ride the bus around. A simple life, you know? This story is actually pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying it. Oh, yeah, she giggled, but aren't you glad you did? I'm gonna take a nap right here on the bus. And he did. He didn't see the full moon outside. When he woke up, his vision was funny. It was sort of blurred, and the colors weren't quite right. Oh no, not again. Susie was staring at him, wide eyes with amazement. Well, Lemon, you didn't tell me you were a werewolf. He swiped a paw at her, trying to clap it over her mouth, but it wasn't easy. Luckily, the bus driver was busy listening to the radio. Oh my god, and bus drivers can listen to the radio? What a free and liberated society. This is great, Zizi squealed. I always wanted a dog. Before he could stop her, she picked him up and set him on her lap. Is he like a small wolf? I don't know. Maybe she's just kind of like putting his like front legs on her lap or something. The bus driver glared at them through the mirror. Hey, his English wasn't too good. You're not allowed to have dog on bus. I don't know what country he's supposed to be from. Whatever. Is that handicapped dog? I not think so. You get off bus now. I'm assuming he's like either Russian or Chinese, seeing as I'm assuming this like takes place kind of in San Francisco or something. But Susie protested. The bus driver parked the bus and threw them out. Literally. This is totally a cartoon. Is end of line. Goodbye. Susie and Lemon just stood there on the... Oh, by the way, that would be considered racist today. Just pointing that out. You know, whatever. Susie and Lemon just stood there on the curb for a few minutes. They were obviously stranded. That sucks ass. Have you ever been in this part of the city before? Lemon whined. Oh, he can still talk, though. Susie looked around. There was graffiti on almost every wall and broken glass in the doorways of some of the houses. On the other side of the road, in the storm drain, was a dead pigeon. On their side of the road, a little tan mouse crept along the road. Then out of nowhere, a big black rat leapt onto it and bit its throat. It hung limply from the rat's mouth, and the rat stared at Lemon and Susie for a moment before scuttling off. You know that feeling you get when you're really not supposed to be somewhere, you are there anyway? Susie replied. I don't know if she's replying to it, and she said it. They stood under the streetlight for a few more moments. The pole and the parking meters were twisted oddly. Some of them had big fat centipedes on them. What the fuck? Well, I could always put my clothes back on and try to pass for human. Yeah, but even with your hood up, you still look like a wolf. Maybe. Her eyes suddenly lit up. Hey, let's go to that gas station. That's not sketch at all. She dragged him across the street. No way, said the person at the gas station store. The dog's gotta stay outside. Sorry, Lemon. He lay down near the door and prayed that no tough kids came along. Susie picked out a pair of sunglasses and mittens. Okay, that'll be $6. Only $6? That's pretty good. Well, this is 90s, I'm assuming. Uh-oh, Susie remembered that she didn't have any money on her. Instead, she pulled out a deck of cards. How about a friendly game of poker? The guy behind the counter looked stern for a moment. Then he said, "Threes are wild." As they raced out of the gas station, they just barely caught the bus. Lemon was all dressed up like a person, the glasses and mittens hiding the more wolfish parts of his body. I'm assuming he still has a big-ass fucking wolf nose and shit like that, but whatever. Oh man, Cece gasped. We almost didn't make it. Then, just as they were about to get on the bus, the door shut in their face and drove off. Lemon's mouth was hanging open. This is not happening. Over the next 45 minutes, they waited at the bus stop, no less than 7 buses were going the other way. When buses finally came that were in the direction of home, there were 3 of them. Typical. Susie and Lemon climbed aboard the first one. Lemon was surprised at how easy it was to stand upright, just a little wobbly on his tiny paws. The bus driver took their transfers and her long talon-like false nails. Hey guys, she drawled. These transfers are no good. They've expired. So they went all the way the next morning, I guess, or something? Okay, that is the end of that story. That is apparently supposed to be a comedy or something like that. I thought it was okay, you know? It was not that bad. I definitely haven't fucking thought about that in a long-ass time. That's just a little easy reading, easy writing, some fucking, like, It's like a cartoon, you know. I gotta go back to trying to write some shit like this. Just some easy breezy, like nothing makes sense. It's obviously a weird ass twisted world, kind of like somebody else's fucking acid trip or something. I think it is probably inspired by like Rocko's Modern Life and Hey Arnold and stuff like that. Just some like weird cartoons, you know, where everything's just kind of abstract and stuff. But I thought it was okay, you know. It's nice to read a story that's like not fucking trying to, like, not trying too hard or whatever. I don't know, that's how I see it at least. Like, it's fucking stupid, but it's like, so what? It's kind of supposed to be, I guess, you know? I like that one. That's gonna be an inspiration. Alright, I think there's nothing more to say about that story. That's pretty fucking straightforward. That's the best one so far, in my opinion. Now I'm gonna... Oh, next episode, I got a real special shit coming up. Just, I'm gonna cut it off here and then go for the next one.